life with Tao, becoming inner silent space. Individual is part of the society. Individual exists in society. The individual is the unit of the society. Alone, you are not an individual. So never think that you will become individual when alone. You will not be an individual. There is no society. How can you be individual? You will be there, and that aloneness will be wholeness. Ego is dropped, and it gives you a feeling of individuality. Alone does not mean that you are an individual. Alone means the dichotomy of society and individual no longer exists. This will give you an experience of wholeness. You are part of anything now. This is difficult to express because in language it appears absurd. You cannot imagine how you will not be an individual if you are alone. You think and imagine yourself on a hilltop, sitting alone somewhere on the hilltop or in a Himalayan cave. You think yourself as an individual because you do not know what aloneness is. You do not know what aloneness is. Aloneness means that all thoughts, all mind, all individuality that was given by the society has been left behind. You become a space, an emptiness, nobody. Sitting in the Himalayan cave, there will be no one who is sitting, just a space. This is in response to a question. Buddha was once sitting under a tree meditating. It was a full moon night, and some young people had come to the forest. They had brought alcohol with them and a young prostitute. But they looked so much they took so much alcohol and they became so intoxicated that seeing them intoxicated, the prostitute disappeared. She escaped. When they somehow became aware, that the girl has left them, they started to search for her. Where has she gone? In their search, they reached somewhere where Gautam was sitting under a tree meditating. So they asked him, "Have you seen a young, beautiful girl naked passing by here? Because this is the only way, and it is a full moon night. So you must have seen the beautiful young person nude passing by. Did you see her?" Buddha was sitting silently with his eyes closed. He heard these words, opened his eyes and said, "Someone passed by, but I cannot say whether one who passed by was a woman or a man. I cannot say whether the person who passed by was beautiful or ugly. And I cannot say whether the person who passed was clothes or not. Someone did pass because I heard the footsteps." This is an important occasion. Hearing this, they were amazed. This seems impossible. Buddha said, "I would have not believed it myself before that this could have happened. With your eyes closed, sitting in meditation, you hear the footsteps of the person passing by. You do not know who was the person, male or female, dressed or undressed, beautiful or ugly. When he said, when I was a part of society, it would have been, when I was a part of the society, it would have been impossible. But now, impossible to know who the person is, male or female, dressed or undressed, beautiful or ugly. But now that I have left the society behind, I have left all the conceptions of society as well. Now only nature happens around me. Nature happens around me. I heard the sound of someone passing. There was just a sound which reached into the sound reached my inner space. The sound that someone has passed. You become a silent inner space. When in meditation this state comes, you become simply a silent inner space. You are no more an individual. That means you are not the mind. To drop the mind, solitude is suggested. And with the mind, when mind disappears, with it everything else disappears. A moment comes when you do not know who you are. And that is the moment from where knowledge begins. You become an inner space. No more individual. because the mind exists not. To drop the mind, solitude is necessary. And with the mind, everything disappears, drops. A moment comes when you do not know who you are, and that is the moment from where the real knowledge starts. A moment comes when you forget completely who you are, male or female, right and wrong. All that you know before, all that you know before is no longer there. Old leaves have fallen. But now this is the moment. And now this is the moment. And now there will be an interval for a time being. This interval will be of anguish because the old has left and new has not yet come. The old leaves have fallen, new foliage has not started. When old leaves drop from the tree becomes bare. This is the autumn season. All the leaves have turned yellow and have dropped. New leaves just waiting for the new to emerge. Old leaves, the leaves that were there on the tree that have turned yellow and have fallen. The tree stands bare without any leaves. For a few days, there will be just waiting, new to emerge. New leaves are coming. They are on the way. The old have left a place. Now the place is vacant. The new are flowing towards the space, and sooner or later they will emerge, but you will have to wait. While meditating in aloneness, society will drop like the old leaves have disappeared. The mind will drop, the ego will drop, and there will be a gap. You will have to pass through that gap also, the gap between old leaves falling and new leaves have not yet emerged. A gap is there. Now the tree is awaiting for new leaves to come, but when cannot do anything about it. What can tree do? Nothing can be done to bring them sooner. The old leaves have fallen, the tree is bare, new has not come, there is a gap. The tree is without the leaves. How long will it take? There is a process. How long will it take? Nothing can be done to bring them sooner. They will take their own time. They will take their own course. It is good that the old has dropped, because now the place is there The space is there for new to emerge. Now there will be no barrier. There is an the mind has reached the state of inner autumn. There is an inner autumn of the mind. Leaves will fall, and the moment when leaves fall, it is painful. You have lived with those old leaves for long, and you will feel that you are losing something. The old leaves are falling, you are losing something, and then there will be a winter of waiting. Leaves fall in autumn, comes a space that is a space of winter. The spring has not come. There is a gap. Old has fallen. New has not taken birth as yet. This gap is the gap of winter. The snow all around. Trees are covered with snow. So there is an autumn of inner mind when all the leaves, all the old thoughts, ideas, and conditionings have fallen like dry leaves. In a way, it will be painful. You have lived your life with those old leaves for too long. Like you have lived with a certain idea, the conditionings that society has provided you. You will feel that you are losing something. And then there will be winter of waiting. Winter is the season when autumn has passed, old leaves have fallen, new tender leaves have not evolved. You will be naked. The tree is naked with no leaves. A naked tree against the sky, and you do not know what is going to happen. Now everything has stopped. Now no birds come to sing on your branches. When I say no birds sing, there is a particular poem by a poet. I do not recall the name of the person. Oh, what hails. No birds sing. No birds sing. Now no one comes to sit under you, under your shadow to wait and to relate. Now you are not in any way aware of whether you are dead or whether a new life is going to happen to you. There is a gap, an interval. Christian mystics have called it dark night of the soul. Dark night of the soul before sunrise. All artificial lights have been out, have been put off. The night has become very dark, and the moment is nearest to the sunrise will be the darkest. There is a winter of the inner soul, winter of the inner soul when there is no leaves, no birds sing, and no one comes to wait under you and relax. It is a state of as if you are dead. Everything has stopped. All movements have gone. This has to be passed. The autumn has come, all the leaves have fallen, the tree is bare. There is a period of winter. Spring has not yet come, is in the waiting. New leaves. Then spring comes. New leaf will come, new life, new flowers. A totally new dimension will appear within you. But remember, the autumn, the winter. If you remember the autumn, if you remember the winter, only then spring is possible. The autumn is also the part of the spring, if you can understand. Autumn is prelude to spring. It is making the way for spring to happen. So autumn is not against spring, it is just the beginning of the spring. And gap is also necessary because in the gap you become ready. The old has left. You are not tormented by it now. No way burdened. You are pregnant. The pregnancy is in the waiting. New child is growing. Before it emerges, manifests itself in the world, it will have to hide itself in the unconscious, because every seed has to go deeper into the darkness underneath, hidden. Only then does it happen. If you put the seed on the surface, nothing will happen to it. It needs deep darkness. Darkness means a womb. So there will be winter while you are pregnant. So pregnancy means a season of winter. The old has fallen. All movement ceases. You just have to carry the burden consciously, understanding, lovingly, hoping, praying and waiting. And then comes the spring. It is always so. Man is also like a tree. And remember, aloneness is wholeness. Both aloneness and wholeness are not contradictory. Ego is part. Ego is fragmented. Ego cannot be whole. It is against the whole. And when there is aloneness, ego disappears. You become one with the whole. All boundaries disappear. Then you are when you are really alone, when you are really alone, you are cosmos, you are consciousness. So the old leaves have fallen. This was the state of Buddha when he was sitting in the meditation under the tree. And those young people came in search of the woman, came, passed by Buddha and saw a man sitting under the tree with eyes closed, meditating. They asked him, "Have you seen a woman?" She was young, beautiful, but naked, like the autumn. Buddha said, "I know something has passed." He is aware of it. But who is that? Male or female? Ugly or beautiful? I do not know. And until your state is like that of a tree that is bare, passing through the aloneness of winter, snow, all the branches of the tree completely covered with the snow, nothing grows. This poem goes on. A traveler, oh, what can ail thee? If I recall that he sees that is a dream situation. So you become one with the whole, all boundaries disappear. When you are ready, when you are really alone, you are nothing else but cosmos, you are the creator, you are the Brahma. Enough for now. If I recall that poem, I'll tell you. Until then, take care. What can ail the wretched?